No doubt, emotions are high. Longtime activist Lydia Guzman.
This was a sad day. I cried, and then I was furious.
Leaders urge protesters to keep it peaceful, and aside from this, it was.
Sometimes it takes something tragic to mobilize our folks, and I see, and I'm glad to see that folks are energized and they're mobilized, and I'm hoping that we can channel this energy and turn it into something positive.
To be safe, supporters of the bill were taken out the back.
This is pathetic, by the way.
Police escorts took them to their cars.
This is one item that was hurled at police officers out here. It's actually part of a perfume bottle that broke as it hit the ground. Right now, we just saw another group of protesters circle around the Capitol here. This protest is still underway. Reporting live in Phoenix, I'm Andrew Hasbin, Fox 10 News.
Andrew, thank you. The Pinal County Sheriff down at the Capitol, and he says Governor Brewer, she should be to blame for all this. He says she waited too long to make a decision on the bill, letting people's tempers build up.
Day after day, the emotions were raised. And in law enforcement, what we try to do is de-escalate a situation. Leaders tend and should want to do that. The lack of leadership, and to bring it to the last hours, and to build all this and speaking to Hispanic groups the very eve of her signing, I think that creates ill will.
Good point. So why did the governor wait so long to sign the bill, and what was behind her decision to make it law in the first place? Right after she signed the legislation, she took questions from reporters, and Alex Savage was there. Alex?
Well, the governor says she listened carefully to both sides before making this difficult decision that took her several days. And today, after she signed this illegal immigration bill into law here in this unassuming government building in central Phoenix, she immediately focused on the critics. The governor today signed off on a tough new crackdown on illegal immigrants, and then she fired back at protesters.
I believe that they're overreacting. I think it's because they are concerned about racial profiling. Racial profiling is illegal. It will not be tolerated.
The new law requires police to investigate a person's legal status if they have reasonable suspicion. Race can be used as one factor. And to deal with the issue of profiling, the governor today ordered training for Arizona's police officers.
This training will include what does and does not constitute reasonable suspicion that a person is not legally present in the United States.
But opponents of the new law say it will unfairly target Hispanics, and several civil rights groups, including the ACLU, are planning legal challenges.
Our hope is to get an injunction which would prevent the law from going into effect because of the immediate negative impacts it would have on our community.
But the governor says this new law protects everyone's constitutional rights, and she's confident it will be upheld in the courts. In the meantime, earlier today, she also dismissed the idea that this new crackdown on illegal immigration will somehow give Arizona a black eye in the eyes of the rest of the country. Live in Central Phoenix tonight, Alex Savage, Fox 10 News.
We'll win this in the end. The law is unconstitutional. It makes all Hispanics in Arizona second-class citizens, and we will not stand for that.
World that, as a result of deficient national immigration policy, is willing to impose egregious state laws on the citizens of Arizona solely for the purpose of demonstrating the depth of its frustration with the stresses and strains that it attributes to the failure of the federal government. Crow says Senate Bill 1070 won't take Arizona in the right direction for any success in the future. Remember earlier this week we told you about Arizona Congressman Raul Grijalva? He said he wanted to see a boycott of our state if that bill passed. Well, today he was forced to shut down his two offices because of threats made against him. The Democrat says his offices have been flooded with calls since he made the statement, and some of those calls threatened violence against Grijalva and his staff. His offices in Yuma and Tucson are both closed until Monday at least. Well, now that Senate Bill 1070 is passed, what kind of impact will it have on Arizona's image? That's our web question today. So far, 60% say it's going to help it. 35% say it's going to hurt it, and 5% say it will have no impact whatsoever. One more live look now down at the state capitol. I mean, it was just packed earlier today, thousands of people down there, but just after the governor signed the bill into law, the crowd kind of thinned out, and this is what we've got right now. But we'll keep an eye on this, and we'll have continuing coverage of the immigration bill and the protests surrounding it throughout the night, throughout the weekend. So stay here on myfoxphoenix.com. Meantime, it is probably not the target. People in 2 cars were actually shooting at each other, and nobody was hurt. And also, in the middle of all this immigration debate, a big immigration bust south of the valley. Dozens of illegal immigrants found hiding in the back of a U-Haul truck, 67 of them in that single truck. Sheriff's deputies pulled over the van near Elfrida. That's about 20 miles north of the U.S.-Mexico border. Investigators say the person behind the wheel was driving erratically, and when they opened up the back of the truck, they found all those immigrants in there. Deputies say it's a 26-foot truck, and they were just crammed in the back of it. Again, more than 70 people. Those two who were believed to be smugglers got away.
Looks like even more people here today because more kids took off from school today. Playing hooky, they weren't learning anything, so they decided to show up today. It's what you call being stupid. Take off days from school so you can be sent back to whatever. KTAR is here. Fox News is here. Radio channels are here. Here today. Coming down here, she signed it. Yay!